Hi everyone, today's headlines. Superannuation issue. State government using NSF as an excuse by NIDA. Nagaland has estimated renewable energy potential of 8,934 MW. Angami Students Union urges state government not to be swagged by some parties on superannuation issue. Solution based on collaborators will create bigger disaster by NSCN-IM. Ukraine claims missile attack on top Russian warship engulfed in flames. Moscow says explosion due to fire. News in details. Superannuation issue. State government using NSF as an excuse by NIDA. The Nagaland In-Service Doctor Association on Thursday claimed that the state government is using the Naga Students Federation as an excuse not to consider their demand for superannuation, while adding that the obstacle is actually within the government. The remark came 2 days after the NSF adopted a 4-point resolution and urged the government to maintain the status quo with regard to the superannuation age of medical doctors. NIDA is not seeking the support of the NSF. The state government always says that NSF is the obstacle, but the actual opposition is not the NSF. It is within the government. NIDA president addressing a press conference in Kohima on Thursday. Nagaland has estimated renewable energy potential of 8,934 MW. Nagaland has an estimated renewable energy potential of 8,934.18 MW, including 182.18 MW from small hydropower, 10 MW from bioenergy, 7,290 MW from solar power, and 1,452 MW from large hydropower. Nagaland's total installed renewable energy capacity so far is 108.71 MW, with 30.67 MW from small hydropower, 3.04 MW from solar power, and 75 MW from large hydropower. This was informed by the Minister for Development of Northeastern Region G. Kishan Reddy in a written reply in the Rajya Sabha. Nagaland's renewable energy capacity from the small hydropower is 30.67 MW, with the potential to grow to 182.18 MW. Angami Students Union urged state government not to be swagged by some parties on superannuation issue. Angami Students Union on Thursday submitted a representation to the Chief Secretary of Nagaland, urging the government not to be swagged by some parties on the superannuation issue. It stated that while most states in the country have implemented the newly introduced medical doctors' age superannuation and some states giving legal validity to medical practitioners, the refractory nature of the government to implement the same until now has drawn the attention of Angami Students Union with much suspicion and dismay. ASU stated that there is an acute shortage of medical practitioners in the government sector as per World Health Organization recommendation for requirement of doctors, which is 1:1,000 to that of 1:4,056 for Nagaland. Similarly, the requirement of more doctors is underlying with the creation of more district hospitals, upgradation of healthcare centers, etc., and for timely activation of medical colleges in Nagaland. However, ASU does not endorse the extension of other government services, as the case of medical doctors is unique, and through proper amendment of Fundamental Rules of 1922, Rule 56 Clause BB read the statement. Solution based on collaborators will create bigger disaster by NSCN-IM. Nationalist Socialist Council of Nagaland on Thursday stated that any solution that is based on collaborators would only pave way for a bigger disaster. It said that it was well aware of the forces working hand in glove to engineer re-edited 16-point agreement. Let history be the living witness to testify that the NSCN stood along at the hardest time of the Naga national struggle. We fought single-handed against the mighty Indian security forces and also against the misguided Nagas that were given shelter and made to operate from the Indian army camps. The NNC groups were in Kohima Transit Peace Camp, and of course the other groups using the NSCN nomenclature were everywhere in the Assam Rifle Camp. Let it be known that these same people are used and created as a third force or party by the government of India to defend her interest against the right of the Nagas, read a statement issued by MIP of NSCN-IM. It claimed that even before the negotiations started, they have already surrendered and accepted the Indian constitution without any hesitation. This is against what our great freedom fighters have died for. Blood, tears and sweat that we the living and the past have gone through are not to taste this small morsel at the end. It would simply be a glittering morsel which will turn bitter later to repeat the blunder of Indo-Naga history, read the statement. Ukraine claims missile attack on top Russian warship engulfed in flames. Moscow says explosion due to fire. Amid the ongoing conflict, Ukraine has claimed that it had hit a top Russian warship with a missile strike causing serious damage. However, Moscow rejected Kyiv claims, saying that the blast was caused by ammunition aboard the ship. In a massive blow to Russia, its guided missile cruiser Moscow sunk on Thursday during the country's ongoing invasion of Ukraine. Moscow has been leading Russia's naval effort against Ukraine in the 7-week conflict. Russia said the ship sustained damages during a fire started by the detonation of the ammunition, while Ukrainian officials claimed its armed forces fired missiles that struck the vessel, causing damage. That's all for now. To get this latest news, don't forget to subscribe this channel. Thank you.